Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys are all having a good day. TGIS, thank goodness it's Sherry. My favorite cute little saying. I think Kathy's not, she came and gone already. Darn it. Hopefully she'll come back to say hello. How's everybody's week and weekend going? I hope you're having a good weekend. If you have your tea or coffee or whatever you're having. I am having a cup of coffee right now. I've got a bunch of errands that I need to get done today. I've cleaned the house, but I still need to do laundry. So, what's everybody else's days look like here? It's chitty chat time, right? I don't know what that was. Hi, Joe. How are ya? Just got back from outside. Yeah, me too. I've been like, run here, run there, run back. So how's everybody's day going? Kathy, see, you have to do laundry too, right? Sometimes it would just be great to have, someone that just did the little odd jobs that aren't as fun to do, do them for you. But wishful thinking. Hello, Sophie Black. Hello, Billy Hogan. Roll Tide Roll. If you guys are somebody who would love to add a little bit of oomph or a little bit of extra to help tone yourself or just help give you a little bit extra cardio when you're doing normal day-to-day things, I highly recommend getting wrist weights and ankle weights and even the chest weight. The chest weight's the next one that I'm going to get. All of these things, they help strengthen your core. So if you are feeling weak kind of on the inside, these weights, even adding like 2 pounds or 5 pounds or whatever can honestly get you a long way. So I have found, like, I use my ankle weights pretty much every single day. I use my wrist weights sporadically right now, but that's because I'm trying to find ones that are easier to work with. If you're working with your hands and stuff, sometimes something wrapped around your hand, it could be cumbersome in a sense, right? It gets in the way. So, hi, Nasty Nate. Good to see you again. You have a set that can be added or removed from the strap. Yeah, Joe, that's a really good one. I'm looking for ones that are adjustable so that I can build it slowly myself and it's not so much all at once, So I bought these. I'll show you guys. These are the latest ones that I had bought. And like I said, because it wraps around the thumb and it kind of gets in the way of my hand, I'm not loving it at all. So I'm trying to find ones that have some type of elasticity to keep it at the wrist so that you're not further up on the arm, because that could, it could be painful a little bit depending on what your areas of pain may be. So, but definitely it adds like a little bit of extra oomph to your walks, to your shopping, to everything. So it's a really, really good way to get in that tiny bit of extra, that you never really got before. You love my hair. Thank you, Sophie. You're so sweet. You look very beautiful on your profile picture, honey. Very beautiful. Hello, King Anu. Salut, Yvette. Salut, ma belle Yvette. Yeah, you look gorgeous, girl. So yeah, that's kind of my little tidbit tip. Hello, Myra Elise Rodriguez. Hello, hello. It's just basically a chill and chat kind of time. So thank you for the compliment on the hair. It's kind of a mess. So am I. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, thank you. Hello, May. Is it Mayra? I hope I'm saying that right. I hate it when I mix up someone's name. I feel really bad. The dinner date was amazing. It was so much fun. I've never been to such a beautiful high class restaurant. It was just gorgeous. Not gonna lie. I look like a peacock. Oh, well, I don't know. It's that or it's down. I don't know. I contemplated doing it both ways for you guys. A lot of people are like, oh, I like it down, but I try to switch up the look a bit for you guys. You're so sweet, Mayra. Thank you. So the restaurant that I checked out, if anybody wants to Google it or check it out, it was really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It's called Hy's, Hy apostrophe S, Hy's Steakhouse, and honestly, like the prettiest little restaurant I've ever seen. It's not even really little, actually, but oh my goodness. The meal I got was a chicken with zucchini vegetables and a salad. And honestly, the chicken was so tender, but it was literally half a chicken. So I had like the wing and the leg and the breast. And I mean, after I had gotten through the breast, I was full enough. I mean, I was like, oh my goodness. But at the price of the plate, I really didn't want to waste anything. So it was a blast. Beautiful ambiance, like I said. I don't know, maybe I can show you a couple pictures. But Joe ended up having this steak. It was so tender. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's just one sitting at the table. The bathroom was gorgeous. Look at that bathroom. Mirrors everywhere. The doors were all fancy schmancy. It was a really, really nice time out for sure. I don't even think the pictures do it justice. That's how beautiful the atmosphere is. You know, very nice low lights and like a candlelight at the table. It was absolutely gorgeous. So, and the meal was amazing. For real, it was really good. Peacocks are beautiful birds. That's funny. Katie's just all over the peacock comment. But yeah, I don't know. I play with which way I want to wear the hair, to be honest. It's so easy for me to put it up that. I don't know. That's not the best, eh? Could redo that. Yeah, it was a good time to meet somebody who's been watching me online for a long time and had some good laughs. And hello, Chris, making America great again. Oh, no, I'm single. Mayra, Elise Rodriguez. Single by choice. I find even just friendships are really hard to maintain. And I was really grateful to meet a new friend yesterday. And, it was just a really nice meeting of the minds and sharing some stories. And it was a lot of fun. I guess you never know, but personally, I don't want to go into anything having expectations of something great and amazing, because it's at that point almost every single time, you guys, that then I'm hurt, because I've already kind of chalked it up in my mind of what I'm expecting or what I want. This way here, I don't expect anything. Everything is just going to be nice, right? So I just choose to keep myself safe by staying single, because I find that people lie about what they want, they deceive about their intentions, they have ulterior motives and agendas, and I am the only one who's going to protect me. So I have to be careful and whatnot, right? It's true. Yeah, it really is. And after you've been hurt over and over and over and over and over again, some more, you start to second guess your own judgment of character if you are the person who keeps choosing those individuals, and then you're ending up hurt all the time. They aren't what you expected. They lied about this or that. They're hiding things. They're cheating. They're talking with 15 million other women. They're sending nudes. They're sexting. They're all this other shit that goes along with dating. I'd rather not have the expectation. It makes me, question my own judgment of character when I've chosen those individuals, and then I'm the one that ends up slapped in the face or kicked while I'm down or put down or whatever the case may be. So it's nice to meet friends. I look at everybody as a friend to me. That way I feel like I have less chance of being hurt, My Instagram is one Ms. Sherry. But honestly, I've been in the dating scene since I was 12 years old, for crying out loud, meeting and bringing home people to my parents and thinking, this is the one. This is the one. This one is the one. Every freaking time, it got to the point where my parents were just like, we don't even want to meet anybody else anymore, So I just learned from a really young age that I don't think I make the best choices. So if good things happen to me via friends, then I feel blessed. If I get into all of a sudden labeling that friendship into a relationship, I feel like there's far more insecurities that come out. Stuff that wasn't as noticeable when you had your best foot forward and you're trying to impress the person that you're around. So if you stay friends, it gives you a chance to really see what kind of person you are hanging out with. And then you can decide what more it may be. But you followed me. You're so sweet. Thank you. Have fun first. And this social media is crazy. 90% people said they're single and they're married with 50 kids. Yeah, no, I'm legitimately single. I've been single now for almost 5 years, where I've consciously made the choice of I'm not dating, I'm single, and I'm not going to be hurt anymore. I don't live like as fun, I guess, in a sense, but I don't have as any drama and lies and bullshit that I'm dealing with either like that. So it's a bittersweet situation. Yeah, enjoy life. No worries or pressure. Invite new people into your life and be friends first, right? I make the worst choices too, Annie C. That's how I feel now. Now that I'm older, I'm like clearly looking back, like, damn, I really didn't know, what kind of person I even was to be choosing. Like, I really shouldn't have even been dating before I fully loved myself. But that is a whole battle all in itself to try to love yourself, right? Who doesn't hate drama, right? I mean, I think it's normal that you have good days and bad days, but you know, if you're having those kind of bad days all the time with somebody, it's not healthy, That's probably not the person you should be with. Yeah, try to love yourself every day. And the longer that you do it and you realize that you are dependable to yourself, you can do things that you love to do yourself and you don't need somebody else's help to do those things and stuff. The better that you feel about yourself in life in general is what I've noticed. Yeah, that's the saying. Hey, Yvette, older and wiser. I sure was pretty dumb when I was young. So, let's hope I lived and learned a little bit. But after all those things that happen, it really does make me second guess my own character judging abilities, if I'm the one that's choosing these people. So, stay single for a lifetime after being married 23 years. He was cheating with someone in Facebook saying he was single, and that's how I left him. Wow. Well, what's that song? I honestly love it. I put the sing in single. I'm like, turn it up. For real, though, right? But I feel like if you're friends, you have less expectation of what you see that relationship being or what is accepted and tolerable to yourself, right? I mean, let's face it, you're not going to be as hurt if a friend, for instance, maybe doesn't show up to the movie or something versus the person that you're dating that stood you up now. And, there's just far different levels of feelings to any situation, friend versus boyfriend or girlfriend. That's what I've noticed. 16 years older than you and he's cheating. That sucks. That's the part that is so hurtful because it makes you look at yourself like, was I not good enough? Was I not enough for him or her to not do that and to come to me and to be with me? Right? It really makes you kind of second guess your own self. And that's just bullshit. Let me tell you that right now. When somebody makes you second guess your own self, that's definitely not the person you want to be with. I know I've been cheated on too by both men and women. I tried dating a woman and she cheated on me just like the guys do. She lied to me just like the guys do. She just went about sleeping with people from work, and I'm telling you, I thought, okay, fine, you guys, you want to be like that, men? Well, I'm going to try and go the other way then. And I did that for a couple of years and ended up the exact same thing. And I was like, what the fiddle? Are we serious here? Okay, you know what? I'm just done and out. I'm done out of this game. I'm not playing this anymore, you know? And that's the thing too, Joe, is I'm not even sure if I ever gave myself chances, time to heal over all those years and sporadic dating and where I was hurt and cheated on and whatever, right? If you're a blonde, they want you a redhead, and then a brunette they just saw. Yeah, maybe we should just wear wigs. Yeah, that's a fun way to switch up your look, though, to be honest, Susie. But yeah, it's just unfortunate because the dating scene has exploded in the sense of the internet being such an easy way for people to be dishonest and to do things that I guess they're a bit of an adrenaline rush to themselves. That's the only way I could really think. Like I don't see the benefit of sending nude photos and pictures of your private parts and stuff like that. It really doesn't do anything for the other person on the other end, but I think it does something for the person who's sending it. It's an excitement, it's a forbidden in a sense, and it's the most sacred part of your body in a sense, and you're sharing it with a stranger. So I can see why some men find that it's just exciting and eventful and they just want to see a bunch of women. Once you've seen a set of breasts and a vagina and a penis, they all kind of look the same, just a little bit of different color and sizes. So, like, really, I mean, it's nothing like, wow. But it depends on where you're at in life as to what level of importance those type of things have for you. As you get older, you don't necessarily feel the need to do some of those things. But that being said, there's some people that are like older than me and they're still doing shit like that. So whatever. To each their own, but the dating world has definitely been affected by the internet, right? Oh my God. Annie C, you're so right. Honestly, I really wish with all the technology that we have, that there's some way for whatever platform it is, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, I don't care what platform it is. If you're able to send a photo, I really wish that platform could let you know that this is a discrete picture, that this is a nude picture somehow, so that you can decide as the viewer whether you want to open it. The way it is right now, you just get something saying photo, you got a picture, so you click on it and it's like, oh, what the fiddle was that, out of nowhere, right? But yeah, like, I wish there was some way technology could just forewarn us so we can decide whether or not we want to open it and see that. Oh, so funny. Seriously. It is what it is, but dating is definitely different, now than it even used to be. And even just the dynamic of what you want in life has changed, right? I mean, people aren't necessarily looking to get married anymore, right? People are looking to be more independent, right? So I feel like the whole marriage thing has kind of dropped off a bit since our parents' time, when it was, that's what you needed to do to have your certain level of acceptance in society. When you have children, you should be married, you should have a husband and a wife and all this stuff, right? I just don't think it's like that anymore. Today's day and age, there's all the same-sex marriages, there's broken homes, there's single parents homes, there's grandparents looking after their grandkids homes. There's all kinds of different family dynamics now in this world that I believe it has completely changed what people even want, right? I mean, for the long term, I find that people aren't really necessarily thinking about marriage anymore. Peanut chews? What are you talking about? What is CTFU? Yeah, it's just different now for what people are even looking for, right? So, yeah, yes and no, because I mean, in the old days, it was almost like forbidden to be divorced once you got married, right? So then you were an outcast if you were divorced and in a different family. Oh, I get it now. Cracking the fiddle up. Yeah, chivalry has died quite a bit. And I mean, you have to realize that the younger generation that is coming into the dating world and stuff are completely looking for something different. And some of them may be looking for the one and to settle down and build that family. But I find that that's not the majority anymore. How are you, RHM Studios Network? I'm looking cute. Well, thank you. Oh, I'm just being silly. That kind of love and commitment is hard to find. I totally agree. Which is why it's never a bad thing to be friends with somebody before you take that to the next level, you know? You have to have those hard discussions about what each other both wants and stuff, right? They send private thingy and it's ugly damn peanut chews. I was telling Joe, I was saying the next time I get one of those, I think I'm going to send it back and say, did you send anything? Because I couldn't see anything in the photo. Did you send something? Meaning there's like nothing there. Maybe if he gets stung like that, he won't send those kind of pictures anymore. I don't know. It's worth a try, though. Oh, too funny. Yeah, it's too funny. Yeah, chill, talk, laugh, get to know each other. And that takes a lot of time. So you have to be willing to want to be patient to allow the process to happen because it's not going to happen quickly. And the more that you rush it, probably the less likely that it's going to work out for the long haul. You know, that's my opinion anyways. Yes, take your time to upgrade, but you know, like there's not the, people are rushing things too quickly, and I have, for one, been one of them. When I was younger, I did the exact same thing. So, Sophie, we don't need to see that, and I can read your message, and I'm not going to allow sharing that kind of information. So, keep it clean, keep it kind, or you're going to have to see yourself out the door. Yeah, don't settle too, right? You don't want to rush these kinds of things. If you're talking about spending your entire lives together, you really do need to take your time in the process of it all, right? But that's the whole thing with the internet, social media, and all the dating world now is it's so fast, 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 fast. You know, you practically feel like you are married by the time you're 6 months in or something. That's not the way it should be. You know what I mean? Yeah, la vie en rose, pas toujours. Yvette said, you know, the life in roses, not always. With the internet these days, it's hard to know who the people really are. Absolutely. And you want to give the person enough time to put their second foot in. You want to see their true colors. You want to see when they're irritated. You want to see when they're stressed the fiddle out. You want to see these things to know what type of person it is that you're truly dealing with, right? Oh, yeah. There's tons of those, Susie Homemaker. Fake pictures, fake profiles, using someone else's photo or using a photo that's like 10 years old because you thought you looked better then. In all like seriousness though, I think it's really important to be your own self and put your own self out there. And you know what? If it's not meant to be that you're with somebody, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being independent and, you know, you got this and nothing wrong with that. Going to work, paying your bills, you know, buying the things you like to eat, trying new recipes, doing life yourself. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, that kind of life is what teaches you how to love yourself more and better and treat yourself right. That way, when the one person that comes around, and then maybe not just the one, but when the person comes around that does mistreat you, you are so able to see that and step back and be like, no, you're not going to treat me like this. I don't treat me like this. You know what I mean? So you have different level of expectation when you do completely love yourself. You're not willing to put up with anybody else's crap. Like you better bring smiles and laughs and otherwise goodbye. You know? Being single, you know, it's the best way to get to know yourself and be able to set the bar as to how you want other people to treat you and what you're okay with, right? Like when I was younger, for crying out loud, I let people say and do things that were completely ignorant and out of line, you know, and I'd laugh it off with them. Why? You know what I mean? I wasn't valuing myself enough to say, hey, don't talk about me like that, or don't say something like that, or whatever. So, yeah, respect goes a long way, but it's a give and take. It's not just a take, right? Okay, bye, Felicia. I've never been married either. A lot of people think that I have or whatever, but I've never been married either. I've been engaged twice, never married. I definitely still believe in marriage. I just think not everybody is looking for that these days. And it's best to take your time in the dating world these days, even more so than in the past. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't even think I would know how to be married. Well, I've got 3 grown children and you're happy. Actually, for the first time in my life, I'm with somebody I actually could marry, but he's 12 years older than me. That's okay. I'm okay either way. That's cool. You know, so long as you're doing what you're okay with, you know? I'm really not loving my hair bun. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna fix this. But like I said earlier, right? If you're friends first, you give it that chance to really see who somebody is and if they are for real, you know? It's better to be single than be with the wrong person. You're completely right about that, Susie. My TikTok videos are the best. You just started watching them. I sure have a lot of fun. It's my like sassy, sexy, flirty side. Really, it's just fun to, do skits and when you get all prettied up and you get all dolled up, it's nice to have some fun with it. I'm just glad I'm not alone in here. I'm so used to ever be going along divorce, blah, blah, blah. Not me. Three baby daddies. Oh my gosh, Susie, I have no idea when that'll be able to happen. Bet you were in your 20s, you were hot. You know what, Robert? March, I was just as beautiful as now. Please don't even try it because I know I'm beautiful. Thank you. I'm still hot. I know that. Here's my cocky side. Don't play with me. I already have my confidence in check. Too funny. Yeah, I don't know when we'll be able to take a trip or whatever, but the exchange rate for currency from US or Canada, so basically North America, to go to Italy, you basically get back like 50 cents on every dollar. So that's why I just said that like that, Annie C, like, please don't even go there. I still got it and I know I got it. So you're funny. No, that you're wrong in the past tense, Robert. March. Marsh. Oh, so funny. Man, the 20s, I was so dumb. You know what I mean? I didn't love myself enough. I didn't know myself enough. Definitely not. I don't think a lot of you would have even thought I was pretty in my 20s because of all the shit I did then. That kind of crap that you get yourself into, that's the wrong side of life and whatever. You don't look super healthy and pretty and complexion great. You look sick and like, something's wrong with you. So, Robert clearly doesn't know. So funny. Right? I mean, that kind of crap doesn't make somebody look more attractive. It's very obvious when somebody's messed up in something, and I'm no different. Show a photo. Let's see. I'll heat my coffee up and I'll see if I got one, okay? Well, here's one of them. Let's see if there's any more in here. Here's another one. Again, when you don't have your shit together and you're not living life the right way, it doesn't make you more beautiful. It's quite obvious, I just have to show you guys this picture right now. Hang on. I didn't even realize I had one like this. This is cute. This is so me too. Come on, focus. Look at that. Isn't that so me? Too funny. There's like a whole row of these here, actually. Where I'm like kissing up to the air, kissing the air. Too funny. I didn't always live my life the right way. I did make a lot of mistakes along the road. I very much can admit to them all, and I feel huge remorse for them all. In all honesty, I've beat myself up over it for years, you guys. Here's another one. Don't tell me I look prettier here in my 20s when you can clearly tell I was fucked up. I look a lot prettier right now having my shit together. I shouldn't have even sworn. I'm sorry about that. I'm really trying hard to watch my language and not sound like a freaking sailor. But you can't say like, oh, you must have been so pretty in your 20s when no, I was so messed up. Like, I really wasn't living my life right, But that was then. This is now. You have to move on. Otherwise, you're just going to stay stuck, right? But I don't think I'll ever fully forgive myself, It wasn't just my life that was involved in the screw ups that I made, and that's the part that's the hardest to accept. I look prettier now, right? That's what I say, because I've actually gone through all that crap and, pulled myself up out of it. And I have some attitude on that young photo. No doubt, eh, Yvette? No doubt. The photos from the 70s are hilarious. The clothes our parents made us wear, you could tell they thought they were hilarious. That's funny. No joke, I don't see any aging on you at all, and I think you're pretty, and I'm known for having good taste. Aw, Adrienne River, that's so cute. Thank you. Self-confidence is beautiful. Yeah, I agree. But because I've lived and learned and sort of brought myself to a better place, I think that, I can now be a better judge of character, I hope. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. And then suddenly I'm smacked again and like, oh, no, you didn't make a good choice again. I better go grab my coffee. I'll be right back. Beauty is definitely way more than just what you see on the outside, because all of that's going to wear and tear eventually. Yeah, a heartfelt good soul is probably more beauty than just the exterior of your complexion and the color of your eyes and your shape of your body, really. So, okay, so on TikTok, you asked the question about your age. I tried to guess it a few times, but I know I was way off. He looks so good, I can't figure it out. Well, thank you for that. You're so sweet, RHM Studios Network. That's very nice of you. I think that taking care of my skin was probably one of the smartest things I started to do around the age of 14, 15 years old. When my parents had signed me out of the house and I was now in foster homes and group homes, it was there that I learned from other young girls how they were taking care of themselves. And so I started using creamers for, like anti-aging and stuff like that. And then I just kept going. Like whenever I felt like, the wrinkles come back a little too much, I'd put on a thick layer of cream and let it literally soak in like all night long. And I can still do that and find my skin becomes more supple again. It's a really good way to take care of yourself. But don't forget now to do your ears, your neck, your chest, because if you forget those places and you only do it on the one spot, everything else is going to look like it's aged, but your face is going to look younger. So make sure you take care of the whole thing, not just the one part. That's my only tidbit on that. Mayra says, I've seen Sherry in good and bad terms, and she's always been the same person, very blunt to those that try to play her. I follow her since she started. I just never chat. You followed me since I started? Really? Oh my gosh. When I first started, you guys, I'll show you. This was the book that started it all. Okay. So the Book of Secrets. And I would literally find a secret. And I'd be like this. So today we're going to talk about how to protect yourself from doctors. And my tone just stayed the same. I was really not very comfortable. I really tried, but it took me a while to like really come out of my skin. There's a lot of good tips in this book, though. But if you go back and look at my first uploads, like November, December, January 2017, you'll see a completely different camera person, like I was not super comfortable to just let myself go, Yeah, it's a good book. It's a lot of older tips and stuff now compared to what you can find on the internet and stuff, but how to stay fit when you sit. That was one that I covered. Hello, Maverick. Your birthday is in a month. Whoop, whoop. Like I said, I'd find that tough. You'd find what tough? I bet he got one birthday Christmas present too, huh? Who are we talking about there? It is a lot, but it's also genetics. You see, I don't know. I think that there's a certain amount of genetics that you do get from your parents and stuff, such as, your facial shape and, your hair color and your eye color and your height and whatnot. But I don't think that everything is genetic, because both of my parents are heavier people, and I've managed to maintain a slimmer physique since 2004. Which I'm very proud of. It's a lot of hard work, and it's a complete way of lifestyle that you have to just change everything. So I don't, I think there's some genetics, but I think you can do yourself individually that kind of sets you apart from the rest of your family, right? Your friends dared you to spend your birthday in your birthday suit? Hopefully you're not outside anywhere where you're going to get caught and charged for indecent exposure. What a birthday that would be, eh? Your Honor, I'm sorry, but I was dared by my friends. Like, I hope you're not planning to go shopping or anything. Too funny. Yeah, at the beginning, Mayra, I was so kind of camera shy. Like, I was trying not to show it. I was trying to just be comfortable, but it took me a little while for sure. I always got screwed. I still get screwed at Christmas. I get a birthday gift wrapped in Christmas paper. Lucky if I get to gifts. I actually don't. I have not gotten gifts from my parents for so many years. I've lost count. You know what I do now for Christmas, you guys? I go and buy myself things I want, and I wrap them up, and I make myself wait until Christmas, and then I open them and I get to use them and have them. But that's my way of making myself feel better on a holiday that is deeply sad for me, because I don't have family, my children, or anybody that genuinely cares about me and is able to forgive me for the mistakes that I've made. Basically, I've been sort of shunned, and that the mistakes that I've made is the person that I am, and that's not going to change. And unfortunately, my parents don't think they've done anything wrong, and they've kind of corrupted my children to think the same. And now, they've had nothing to do with me for years. I found them on social media last week, actually, and I friend requested them, and I woke up the next morning to find out that I was blocked. So it is what it is. I can't live my life consistently in sad mode, but every holiday that comes, you better believe that I've got tears in my eyes streaming down my face. It's difficult. Either that, or I've numbed myself to not focus on the fact that it's actually a holiday, that people are spending time with their families and loving each other and cooking together and laughing and talking and napping and whatever, families do when they hang out together. I try to just not think about it, because it is so heartbreaking. I've been estranged from seeing my extended family since I was 12 years old. So no Christmas presents, so with grandparents or aunts or uncles or cousins or anything. Like, and I mean, life's not all about presents, but it makes you feel good in the moment that somebody thought about you when they were out, perhaps just purchasing something for themselves. They saw something and it reminded them of you or whatever, that they thought about you for a moment, and they're giving you a token to say that they love you, right? That's kind of how I see that. But it is what it is. Holidays are never a good thing for me. I just have to try to stay positive and keep that smile on the front of my face and push forward. Otherwise, it's just going to eat me alive, and I'm going to end up in some psych ward for having to go through all this shit. And the fact that it's all my own damn fault is what's the biggest knife in the chest, right? It's like I was the one that made the shitty decisions that created for all of these things. So I don't have anybody to blame to say, well, if I hadn't have been with this person or I hadn't have done that, it was all me. So I have nobody to blame but myself. I would love nothing more than to apologize profusely to my children and have, the relationship amend, but that's not my choice to make. I'm the one that hurt them, and if they want nothing to do with me for the rest of their lives, that's entirely their prerogative and their choice. So it sure isn't easy. It is super, super heartbreaking, but I've been crying about this stuff, you guys, since I was 15 years old. I've been crying about my children since 2008. So at what point do you decide, okay, wipe the tears, pick yourself up and push forward? At what point, right? I can't go backwards. I can't change the choices that I made that created for this situation. All I can do is hope that one day they'll have enough, room in their heart to understand that my mistake was mine, and I completely own it. And damn it all, if I could take it back and redo it, I hella would. I've said this before on here, that people have often said, and I used to say, that I wouldn't change anything from the past, that it has made me who I am today, and blah blah blah. But that's not how I feel anymore. I feel like if I could do it again, I would make some better choices and perhaps be an even better person today than I even am right now. That's how I see it. So yeah, I know there's some people that have seen me break down and cry, because it's a horrible feeling when you know that it was your own damn fault, and now all this time is gone, that it's pretty much irreparable. So I put a period at the end of that, Susie, but I also put the carry on, period, carry on, because things are going to be amazing for the future. I'm not going to stay sad forever. There's no point in doing that to myself or anybody else. And it's really not constructive for me to live a happy, positive life if I'm completely down and beating myself up, right? I have my worst days where I do go back to it, but yeah, that's exactly it, Susie. Period to that story, but carrying on, because what else is there to do other than let it eat you alive and make you go completely crazy? Like, seriously. It is hard. It really isn't easy. Yeah. I get the feeling too that my kids felt like I was trying to buy them for some reason, but I honestly just felt like I was trying to make up for the lost Christmases by kind of buying for one of those. But 10 gifts in one Christmas, it kind of looks like you're trying to buy somebody's affection, when really I'm just trying to make up for lost time. But nobody's going to understand what anybody else is feeling in their heart. You know what I mean? That's an individual's own thing to be self-aware of what the fiddle's going on inside, right? Yeah, you have to kind of look ahead. Otherwise, it's just going to keep bringing you down, right? We are humans and we all do mistakes, but make you a better person. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it, I wish I was perfect. I wish I'd never made any mistakes, though. But that's not the case, you know? We have to see, for me, I just feel like there's so many people out in the world through the government, through child and family services, through my children, their friends, you know, their teachers or whatever, that all kind of know maybe just a little bit of the story, right? So if I put myself out here and say, this is the story, here's my cards, I have not been a good person all the time. I've made some really shitty choices, and, you know, I will forever regret them, but cannot take them back. I think that there's something to be had about having that self-awareness and being able to say it like, yep, listen, I've screwed up, but I'm hoping to have forgiveness from the people that I screwed up with. But that's not my choice. That's their choice, right? So, and I can't make it for them. I can't make them love me. I can't make them want me. That's going to be their choice and their choice alone. So, no, nobody's perfect, but I sure wish I was. I wish I had never screwed up some of the jobs that I had been blessed to do that I failed at, such as being a mother. So now when people ask me, you guys, like, are you mom? I'm just like, no, I'm really not. I have not been a mom for 11 years. So people on TikTok that are like, hey, mom, aren't you going to make my sandwich, or what are you doing? And I'm like, what the fiddle are these people talking about? They're just trying to make it seem like I'm wasting time by doing TikToks, when really I'm just having fun doing my TikToks, you know? Just a way for them to try to insult me, really. I don't know if they'll ever come around, but I've kind of just stopped desiring it. Like if they do show up one day, I would be elated. I'd probably break out crying right there. I'd be so happy to see them, but I can't sit here and keep wanting for something that's never going to happen, because that is opening myself up for more pain and hurt. And I like, how much can one take of pain and hurt, right? That's true. It's not over till it's over. One day, my friend, they will come. They will come back. Yeah. Auto correct the last statement. Didn't make any damn sense. That's funny. Nice chatting. I have to go back to work. We'll chat later on TikTok or next YouTube. I hope you guys are enjoying the new schedule where Sundays we get to just hang out and chitty chat, and Wednesdays we'll do the Christopher Watts case files. I wish I would have thought of it a little bit sooner, but whatever. I'm the same way. I feel other people's pain, empathy. My 24-year-old was the one that told me, Mom, they don't know how much they hurt you. They don't feel the grass grow like you. Yeah. And they'll never know what your intentions are in your heart, your mind, your soul, and what you deeply desire and want, really. Nobody's able to really see that. Sometimes we aren't even able to see it within ourselves. So for somebody else on the outside that, you know, you've had something fall apart with, they for sure wouldn't know, right? No, I didn't hear that Chris wrote a book. I wouldn't be surprised if this was just a journal that he started in jail, and there's rumors that have been spread that it's a book, when really it's just him writing out his thoughts about whatever. Because as far as I know, and everybody knew, there was going to be no form of Christopher Watts ever profiting from this crime. So I don't think that's necessarily fully true. I could kind of see something happening, like he's got journals that he's, writing in, and, people are seeing that, they're talking amongst themselves, such as the guards, other inmates. Rumors float, one phone call from a cell person to an outsider saying, yeah, I see him writing all the time. And next thing you know, Chris has got a book. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't believe it until I actually saw a book published. And like I said, there's already law that's been handed down by the judge that he's never to profit from this crime. So I'm so late. Hi, Jennifer. How are you, honey? Yeah, Christopher Watson, what he did is just crazy. You like the shirt? I'll show you. I like the shirt too, actually. It's cute. He's loving all the fame. Well, I know for a fact that he's still getting fan letters left, right, and center, you guys. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Time will tell, I would imagine, Susie. However, if there is anything that's going to come out about this case, I believe that there would have to be some legalities that would have to happen in order to publish and sell XYZ, such as the story of Christopher Watts and Shanann and Bella and Celeste, right? Yeah. That's how I found you, from your stories times about Watts, Robert says. You like the belt. It's so pretty, like art. Yeah, totally, eh? It is really pretty. Thank you, honey. I honestly would think too that if there was going to be something like that taken out, that there would be some kind of donation of proceeds to the Ruzick family in some way. I just don't see it being a free-for-all, like Ted Bundy, like where everybody could write about him kind of thing. And I can't believe people's got this man monster famous. People's talking about him in their channels. Yeah, see, for the people that started channels just based off of the Chris Watts case, I just feel like that's not very good. It's different if you're already a creator and you came across this story and it was really interesting and a lot of people want to know why and how and what exactly happened. But to start up a channel just solely based on the Christopher Watts case, it seems a little greedy, like I for one always check when the channel was created because I want to know their intentions. And I feel like if you started it just to cover Chris Watts, you are being greedy because it's on, so many people want to know why and what and how. Hi, Gianna Marie. But for the channels that have covered all kinds of stories and now suddenly they too are covering the Christopher Watts story, like that's okay in my opinion, I know I followed it from day one, but I was already a creator for like a year and a half almost by the time that incident happened. So, I had already done stories on the Turpin family and all kinds of other stories like the oh, for crying out loud, what the heck's his name right now? It's going to bug me. The guy in Toronto, 66-year-old serial killer. What the heck is his name? I can't remember it right now. Anyways, doesn't really matter. The point is that there was a lot of stories on my channel before coming across the Christopher Watts case. And it was only because I would happen to be watching the freaking news when he was on there pleading for his wife and children. And I mean, who wouldn't Google what happened after, who this person was and who their family is, right? So that's how I got started into it. Her tamales. I know exactly who the fiddle you're talking about when you say tamales. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not worth mentioning. Mayra, you're so cute. She certainly has her own ups and downs, but Bruce MacArthur, thank you so much, Joe. Man, I hate that when that happens. Where you're talking and you have a brain fart on something. Sherry, did she think all that? Fuck out of here. I'm pretty sure that none of us on my channel would ever want to be coached by life by her. Oh my gosh, right, Yvette? Whatever. It is what it is. I was taken for a bit of a ride with her too, because I had actually gone on her channel after the Christopher Watts case had just happened. And I caught her like completely bad mouthing Shanann Watts, like completely making fun of her, using a granola bar and being like, oh my Thrive, and like, just totally insulting. And I was like, wow, like this is like, I mean, I can understand some people looking at Shanann Watts's videos and seeing a bit of that off character where their marriage clearly wasn't working out very well. There was a lack of respect between them, and it was visible on some of the videos. It really was. But to see this life coach completely bad mouthing the deceased victim was just shocking. And so I remember sending her a message and asking her about some information. She had said that she was going to have a coroner that was going to be able to help her with some of the report and reading it and what it meant and blah, blah, blah. And she literally said to me, if you'd want, we can share the coroner. And I was like, are you serious? That would be so great, because this is an expert that's in the United States. This is a professional coroner that knows their job and knows all of the lingo and terminology of what they're writing and stuff. And I was elated. And then she just stopped talking to me, and I went and saw her channel again, and suddenly she was completely bad mouthing Christopher Watts and all for Shanann. And I was like, wait a minute, weren't you just saying about Shanann Watts being the biggest witch and her scam of a business and blah, blah, blah. Like, just, I was shocked at the flip. I thought the public must have gotten to her to say like, hey, hold up, wait a minute. What are you bad mouthing the victim for? Like, the victim can't even stand up for herself at all. And you're going to talk about her? Like, so I was shocked at the flip. And after that, I literally unsubscribed and I've just let it go. Just never went back, because I could see that the genuinity was not there. And the only reason, in my view, for the flip was that she was getting harassed and shit on from the public because of her actions on what she was saying about Shanann. I mean, it was just crazy, like crazy. And then I just recently heard this whole huge story about money going missing out of a stripper's purse, and then the footage coming out showing that it was actually her. And I was like, what? Like, I missed all of that. I was not up on the channel. I personally really, truly do not like drama, So when I saw all of that on her channel, I was like, yeah, bye. Like, I don't want to be a part of this, You just remember her name. Yeah, no, it was crazy. I called her out on it and she just pretty much ignored what I was saying, but I thought that's quite the flip. Like you were against and now you're all for and like what are you doing, you know? Yeah, I had watched her when she was just new, you know? But when she just had a few thousand subscribers and then she just skyrocketed, hit the roof. And you see, we're talking about the supposed life coach that's a creator here on YouTube. It is what it is, you know. Then she the owner from the Gucci company? Are you for real? Did she say that, Mayra? No way. Tamales. No, but for real, did she say like she owned Gucci? Like what? Oh yeah, that's her with the glasses. I feel like I could do that too. Like, okay, people. Now we're going to talk about. Oh my gosh. Now we're making fun of her. Maybe we'll skyrocket now, eh? Just kidding. Yeah, no doubt, Gianna Marie. Oh my gosh. Quite an interesting little roller coaster there. And I was like, nope, I am not getting on that freaking train. I'm okay over here without any coaching from that one. I made your day. That's awesome. Oh, it's nice to be able to joke and sit around and laugh and chat and just get to know each other a bit, eh? You know who you mean. I knew you would know who I meant, Annie C. I knew you would know because you were one of the ones that was with me when all that was going down and we were really talking about it on my channel. Like, what is this lady talking? What is she doing? Like, just crazy. A life coach stripper. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah. Also loves Tiffany purses, toenail, Tiffany color. She sounds like an angry old cat. I can't stop smoking. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Yeah, I'm just so not about the drama and stuff. So when I saw that go on and she, had made it seem like we were going to be kind of a little bit of a team, I even thought, well, maybe we could collaborate and we could do like a group thing where we talk about the coroner. Maybe we can have the coroner come on. Like I didn't really know. It was way in the beginning when this first happened in 2018, right? August 2018. So within a month or two of the incident kind of thing, we were talking about that, sharing the corner and all of that. And the next thing, just completely ignoring me and, flipped completely from what she was saying to something else, which was total opposite. So yeah, it bothered me the most though that the Ruziks, and I don't even know if this is really even true anymore now because there's been so many things that's come out of her mouth that aren't true. I don't really know how true it even is that she was having discussions and whatnot with Ruziks, with Frankie and senior and junior, for crying out loud. But I was kind of a little bit disheartened. I'm not going to lie. I really would have loved to have had the Ruzik family, come on the channel or say, good things about their daughter and their grandchildren, maybe stories that we hadn't heard before or something like that. So to hear that she was able to talk to them, but they didn't want to talk with me, I wonder how much that's even true now. Like, was she even really ever in connection with them? Or, we're still talking about the life coach. Yeah, I highly doubt she'd ever come on the channel now. I called her out on her own channel. Like, what are you doing? Like, you just finished saying that you hated Shanann and now you love Shanann? Like, what? That alone was enough to make me say, like, you are not for real inside or out, you know? Yeah, who knows with her now, right, Anna Marie? Like, I feel like maybe she was just saying that to get the subscribers, to get people interested in her channel. Um, I don't know how true what she was saying. I'm not sure if she's still on, Susie. I honestly have not gone to visit her channel at all because of the dishonesty. I'm sorry. Like I'm somebody who's a straight shooter. I'm honest about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I really don't care what other people think. I feel better about myself being honest about it than to smoke show you guys that, life's grand and amazing and I got it all going on or something. I wonder now if it was even true because there was so many lies that had come from her alone, how true it was that she was even in cahoots with the Ruziks at all. So the drama alone was enough to drive me away. Like, forget it. She lied. She had so much drama. Like, if you can't say that you are a drama-free person and then be a part of all that drama and making more of it and stuff, like that just completely contradicts the fact that you said that you're trying to be drama-free. Like, no, you're not. You're trying to put more drama up on the platform. And I mean, the poor subscribers and commentators were getting ganged up on, beat up on, like completely dragged through the mud for some things that they would say, and like that's not cool or okay either in my opinion. So yeah, I get what you mean, Gigi. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Mayra, it was just like, oh my goodness, what is next? I'm not gonna lie, you guys, when the photo came out of the fact that she was arrested and stuff, like I was looking at that photo and I was like, there's something not right about this photo. It doesn't look real, you know? The mugshot photo, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I had unsubscribed after all that crap. I mean, I honestly did not want to be a part of it. I didn't want it in any of it filtering over to my channel. Yeah, there was a lot of people that took footage. Oh my goodness. But whatever. I'm just like so over it. I really did not like any of the drama and crap that was happening. So yeah, I remember at one point him trying to ask her something. He was on the stairs and she was just kind of ignorant about it. Like, I'm on the camera, like I'm doing my job right now kind of thing. She made it sound like he wasn't important. Like, people, in my opinion, would have waited a few minutes for her to deal with her son or get him what he needed or answer his question. And she probably would have got more love for that versus shunning him to just go away while she worked. I think he was asking her about when she was going to be done because she had already been on for hours. And it was crazy how she had just kind of like, shh, I'm on the camera, like I'm doing this work, like go away, was the impression I got that she was trying to tell her son. And I was just like, aw, poor guy, like. Yeah. No, who wouldn't have waited though? Like, she had so many viewers. I mean, at one point she had like thousands on her live feed at one time. I mean, they probably would have been very understanding if she would have just said, "Hey, can you give me a minute? I'll be right back." And, gone to help her son with whatever. But yeah, the drama was just so not cool. Mayra, I'm laughing about you laughing because you're in bed and you're trying to rest and you're just laughing now. That's super funny. Yeah, her husband. Honestly, I felt sorry. I felt like I don't know what the heck's going on with their relationship and stuff, but it looks very one-sided, like he's constantly providing and giving and I don't know. I kind of felt sorry for him, not gonna lie. Girl, NEC, all it took was one person to say on my channel, "Oh, Sherry's crying today, but she'll be back up all prettied up and have her boobs hanging out on the camera tomorrow. Just wait." And I thought, you witch. If I could climb through this camera right now, you know? So, I mean, I was just really brutally honest. Like, my depression is for real. And my picking myself up by beautifying and putting on some makeup, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, okay, that was yesterday. We're going to try to push forward. And how dare somebody just take like my outfit of choice for the day and be like, "Oh, she just her boobs are just hanging out on camera and she's just happy like now." Like, oh man, it just pissed me right off. I thought that'll be the last time that I wear a low cut shirt. Like, you're not going to talk to me like that. Hi, Tracy. How are you, honey? Yeah, I can't. It was one of my old regulars that said that, and I was really upset about it. Like, seriously, how dare you come and judge me for the way that I choose to pick myself up after dealing with a night of bawling my eyes out? Like, whatever. Sherry, you're a positive, real person. I try to be. I mean, I'm not all the time, and you guys have seen some of those videos where I am dealing with my depression and I'm crying uncontrollably and I just can't seem to get it together. And it's nice to have the comfort of you guys to help get through that sometimes. But for somebody to come around and say like, "Oh, this is just tonight. Tomorrow she'll be all dolled up and sitting with her boobs hanging out." Like, get out of here. Like, when you put on a nice suit and you feel good, you put on nice clothes, you feel like you look good after having such a bad night, it does help you feel better. Maybe it doesn't work like that for everybody, but it sure does for me, to be able to look in the mirror and be like, "You know what? I'm okay. Despite that I'm dealing with this depression all the time, I'm still going to be okay." Maybe she was jealous. Maybe she was just vindictive. Maybe she was, I don't know, but it was pretty rude of her, in my opinion, because it's not like you see me on all my videos with my boobs hanging out. It's the odd video that you might see a lower shirt or something like that. But you better believe that that's the exact one that people are like, "Oh, look at her now. Hey, get out of here." Seriously. Hi, Sergeant. Steph A. Hi, everyone. Wear whatever you're comfortable wearing. After that kind of commentary, I was more self-aware of what my outfit might look like. I was more aware of my posture on the camera as to if it was a lower cut shirt, that I wouldn't be leaning forward and it wouldn't be even more noticeable. I've worn necklaces that hang right in that area so that it's not so, you know, but it was rude. I was just like, "God damn it, girl. Like, I'm just trying to make myself feel better after having a really shitty, hard night of bawling my eyes out?" But I actually can't even remember who it was by name. And I'm kind of glad that I just let those things go, because I feel like I would probably hold a grudge a little bit, if I even knew who that was now. So it's almost better to just let it go. You would not be a mess on camera, Jennifer. No, you wouldn't. Yeah. I try to look classy, but I mean, there was some lower cut shirts that I was like, okay, we're gonna be, I'm maybe not gonna wear that on camera, but it's how you want to present yourself, right? And in all honesty, it's strangers all around the world that are seeing you, and first impression is really everything. If somebody feels like, you look slutty or whatever, they might just chalk you up to being that kind of person when it couldn't, maybe it's furthest from the truth or something, right? Do you want me to move this, Ninu? You want to jump up there? You can come up there. J-Lo from the block. That's cute, Mayor. I love that. Yeah, no, this was a while ago, actually, like when I was posting some of my depression videos, and, this woman came on and was just like, oh, no, don't worry. She'll be back on tomorrow looking all pretty with her boobs hanging out. And I was just like, what? Who the hell are you? How I get myself all prettied up, really, you shouldn't be bothered with, but... So I am a little bit more self-aware as to what I wear on camera, but haters are going to hate no matter what, somebody's always going to find something wrong with somebody else, It's easier than looking at themselves and being self-aware of what their own issues are, right? Yeah, it was after one of my depression videos, Sergeant Kobe. And I was crying, and I couldn't get my shit together. I was just really, not doing very well. And one of the people who used to come on and visit with us on the channel was telling the other subscribers in a comment, oh, don't worry, tomorrow you'll see her all wearing makeup, beautiful, and her boobs hanging out online. So, this crying thing, it's just for now. And some people even thought it was fake tears and stuff. Like, oh my goodness. Like, seriously. I do wear underwear, Shiny Hunter. Who doesn't? I guess there are some people who don't. Troll much? You don't forget or forgive? Aw, that's too bad, Tracy. I try to forget and forgive and just move on. But that being said, you can't keep forgiving the same person for hurting you and keep going back to that and allowing them to re-hurt you again, Yeah, the system is really unforgiving. I'm so happy you look so good today and you got over that. Oh, you know what, you guys, I cry regularly. I feel down regularly. I medicate with an antidepressant every single day, and I try to stay positive. But there are those days where, it just seems like the whole world is mad at me or doesn't like me. And, everything that can go wrong is going wrong. And, it's overwhelming. And because I'm someone who's single and I have my cats, it's like, who do I really rely on other than you guys when we come to chat and stuff, right? But I have my days where I'm not always super positive. I try, Dinner was really good. Super fancy schmancy restaurant, High's Steakhouse, if you want to Google it and check it out. I bet you there's photos and stuff that are better than mine, because honestly, my camera just doesn't seem to do justice to the ambiance of that restaurant and the class of it. Like, it was just gorgeous. I wanted to wear a beautiful dress and get all dolled up. I woke up in the morning and it was pouring rain, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been raining for days. So completely went with an outfit change. But it was a lot of fun, good laughs, good conversation, amazing food. Honestly, I've never tasted better zucchinis. And zucchinis are not like the most favorite type of vegetable, right? And these zucchinis were so good. Like so good. I want to know how the heck that they cook them like that because I want to make it at home like that. Good. That kind of good. It was so much fun. It was great company, good conversation, amazing food, great music, lighting. I mean, the whole it was great. I can't say, there was anything bad. Yeah, it was such a nice restaurant. I'm sure you'll see even better pictures because I tried to show some here, but they didn't look that good. Even I'm looking at them going, I wish I would have kept taking, pictures. You're asking for it if you forgive too easily. Well, I think like for my own self, I don't want to have to deal with not getting forgiveness myself. So I just forgive others. I mean, that was a hard thing to learn how to do, especially being someone who's dealt with rape. It is the hardest thing to forgive your rapist. Like, forgive somebody for violating you in the biggest way possible. That was one of the hardest roads I've ever had to walk down. But throughout my years of counseling and dealing, with my emotions in unhealthy ways and healthy ways, it's better for me to not hold on to it because it just keeps hurting me if I do. So, in a sense, and I'll never forget those things, but in a sense, I've sort of let it go. Even though you're on meds. Yeah, this is what I use. Once, shame on you, twice, shame on me. Yes, that's so true, Jennifer. That's very true. But see, and just to be cautious too, Tracy, right? If you've already forgiven somebody for doing something hurtful to you, maybe going out and hanging out with that person who hurt you is probably not a constructive idea, right? So I almost missed your TGIS. I think it was Jennifer that put it up. Thank goodness it's Sherry. It was a while ago, honey. I'm sorry. I meant to say something. It was Jennifer. This is why we TGIS. Aw, that was a cute comment. But yeah, that old saying, Jennifer, that you're saying, like my father has said that growing up, but he's used the F-bomb, like fiddle me once, shame on you, fiddle me twice, shame on me, And now I've kind of taken it and put a spin on it of cheat me once, shame on you, cheat me twice, shame on me, I don't know if, I don't know if it's necessarily healthy, internally to hold on to the pain of some hurts that have happened to us, Yeah, you kind of have to forgive yourself to learn to love yourself, right? Because it is most of the time it is ourselves that's making the choices and what, brings us to some things that are perhaps painful. So yeah, different emotion levels between men and women, right? Men are more logical, they're fixers, women are more emotional. Worst thing that happened to me was a group of my people pantsing me in a pool and throwing your suit outside. That's not cool, for real. I know I overheard a couple of guys talking about that actually, and I guess that's kind of embarrassing for some because they're flaccid, so I guess they think they're small or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a male, so I don't know exact mentalities here. But I overheard these two guys talking, and that one guy said that he was like, "Man, I was at a party one time and somebody pantsed me in front of everybody. I was so pissed off." And I'm trying not to act like I'm overhearing this. Also trying not to laugh. I believe this was in a grocery store. I was like, oh my gosh, poor guy. Oh man. Taken me 11 years to forgive my middle lad for the lies he told about me to cover his own back. Yeah, I can say like there's some things that have happened, along my life, like my daughter's father getting us kicked out of the home that we had, lying and taking the rent money and not spending it on rent, and hiding the letters and hiding the eviction notices and whatnot, because I was leaving him because he had a drug addiction that I did not want to deal with anymore, and he was stealing from me and whatnot. So I was leaving him for someone else. And he got me and my 3 children kicked out of our home. We were literally living on the streets, literally. If anybody knows Winnipeg and knows Higgins and Maine and the Salvation Army, it is a scary place, especially at night. And, he just seemed to have no remorse. He just like left and went on with his life, being a floater across Canada, and, kind of didn't really look back. And I was left to try to pick up the pieces of all that. There's some things that have happened that have been huge. And I'm not sure that I, will ever, like, I don't think I'd ever be able to go back to that relationship, being able to trust that individual after that happened, It's like, fine, forgive, we're done, but I'm never going to go back to that, Yeah, I should have been smarter about it and gone and paid the rent myself, but I was working and they were closed by the time I was finished working. So I trusted him to take the money and go and pay the rent. Yeah, liars are the worst. Trust is huge. It takes so long to build trust and literally seconds to destroy it. Trust is huge. Oh, I can imagine, Shiny Hunter. Like, that would be super embarrassing for a man, Jennifer, that's so sweet of you to offer. I think I don't know. Like, I'm at the point, I guess, where I just don't want to ask anybody for anything, Like, I don't want to be disappointed or something. So I just try to take care of myself and provide for myself. And, like, I desperately need to get this surgery so that my back can stop being in so much pain. But it's thousands of dollars. I've had people say I should start a GoFundMe about it, but I have a GoFundMe for my channel and people hate on me for it. I've had trolls come about and be like, so why are you just sitting around at home and on YouTube asking people for money? Like, no, I work 4 jobs. They're not all full time, but I do work a lot. But I also have student loans. I have debt. I have my regular bills and my own life to supply. So, and medication, like, that's another huge expense right there. So, I mean, it's nice for you to offer, but being independent is the best, but it's hard. You don't always have what you need when you want it. You don't always get what you want when you want it. Once trust is broken, I don't believe it can be rebuilt exactly the way it was. That's so true. Yeah. Medications are so expensive. I have one medication that's literally like $420 a month. Like, that's like rent. Like, wow. And that's like crazy. Yeah. I've been on my own, like not living with any roommates or anybody else with me now since 2015. And I mean, like I said, it is nice. You know where everything is. Somebody's not, taking or eating your food without your knowledge or whatever. I mean, but it's more difficult because you have to have your breakdown of where everything is going, and your accountability is definitely all on you, right? Yeah, that's true, Yvette. But I never ever wanted to be that kind of creator that just asks. Like if somebody's kind enough that to donate, I'm super happy, but it's not expected ever. It is a lot of money, but oh yeah. Oh well, you just got to try to make do with what you got. And don't you have a sliding scale system? No, actually, we don't. But we do have like privatized insurance and stuff, just like the United States has. We do have jobs that have really good benefits, but most oftentimes you have to go through half a year of commitment before you're even able to sign up on that. So, people's now in the days. Sorry, what do you mean, Mayra? Thank God that our medication in Wales is free. Actually, our government's been talking about doing something like that in Canada, where your basic kind of medications that you need are going to be free. Hi, Amy. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're here. I'm so happy to see you. One of my moderators. You're so sweet. I miss you. TGIS. Thank goodness it's Sherry. Thank goodness it's Amy. Yes, I do have a merchandise store. I do have several ways for donation, only because of people requesting that. Like, there was a gentleman named Kevin, I believe, that was like, I would love to donate to you, but I donate through GoFundMe. Can you set up a GoFundMe? So I set up a GoFundMe for the channel. I think I put in there that the donations would go towards, better equipment, lighting, the time and energy that it takes sometimes to do research, reading through, case files, documents, and whatnot. If there was a charge to get some certain documents, like I was basically, just saying like, this is for the channel, and if you're wanting to help, that's what your help will be going towards. But I also have the PayPal and the Patreon. And again, both of those actually, because somebody requested saying, hey, this is the way that I donate. This is where I feel most comfortable sending money through, but I don't see you on there anywhere. Can you set something up? So that's the only reason that I have so many different avenues. I know. I learned that after, actually. It was a commentator, one of you guys on the channel, that said, what, like, why are you hating on her for this GoFundMe when almost every single YouTube channel has a GoFundMe? And I mean, I didn't even realize that, to be honest, but one of you guys did, and piped up and said something, and I was glad that you did, because I was starting to feel bad. Like, what do you mean? Should I just take that away, or should I just erase it or something? Like, I was kind of flabbergasted that people were hating on me for it after it was requested from a viewer. So And I think it was in the live feed that it was asked, so it was like everybody saw that, So I was a little bit like, huh? Why is everybody getting mad at me for having this? But whatever. There's always going to be haters on everything. There's good and bad in wherever you go. I've said that millions of times, right? There's good and bad in everything. And YouTube creators and commentators are exactly the same. There's good and bad, Yeah, haters. Yeah, it sucks because sometimes, they'll get other friends to come in and do the same thing, and then you kind of feel ganged up on, and it's like, easy, like back off. Like, I'm just gonna grab a tea or a coffee here. I'll be right back, okay, you guys? You like the living room? Aw, thank you. Hi, Marty B from Lagrange, I think. Should you want to guess if it's tea or coffee? You know what I really want to do with you guys, and we haven't done it in a long time? I want to do another giveaway. But here's the thing. I bought this pretty stuff, so sparkly, right? And it's sticky on one side, and sparkles on the other side. Really, really cute. And I just wanted to redo my draw box, make it look less ghetto. Is Mayra leaving? Sherry, was nice chatting with you. And you guys have a blessed one. Stay positive always, no matter what or whom. Tamales, girl. I've never actually even had a tamale. Like, I mean, honestly, what the heck are they? I don't even know. Anyways. But I want to do another giveaway because it's been, we kind of took the summer off. I did like one every month up until the summertime. I think I did like 3 or 4 in the last month. Yes. Okay, bye, Mira. Get some rest. We'll definitely see you hopefully next time on our next chitty chat day. I love the giveaways. Yeah, I know. The ghetto look, right? You can tell that I am a little bit ghetto when you see things like this. Oh, well, whatever. Too funny. How cute is this necklace, right? Has all these different things. I actually thought I lost it. This cute little bling and a feather. Isn't it cute? And it just clasps. Like it's magnet. Cute, right? It's like a little choker. Yes, but I definitely want to do the giveaway, and I think we'll do jewelry again. And I mean, that doesn't uninclude the men, because a lot of men have, sisters or mothers or friends that are female, and it could make a really good gift idea for that person that you don't know what the heck to get them. So men and women are welcome to put your name in and stuff. And I will definitely do an announcement. I have to go and look through stuff and find something, nice, something brand new. I don't want to give you something used. And I still have some Charmed Aroma jewelry that I got from candles and bath bombs that I had ordered. If you guys have never done the Charmed Aroma, it's a pretty inexpensive, cute way to have a surprise, So it's kind of cool. If you've never tried Charmed Aroma, and they had the bath bombs too and the candles, right? The candles smell so good, but be forewarned on the ones that smell like food, like cupcakes and all this like fancy schmancy stuff. It makes you hungry because you're like, who's baking? Like, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, I can't buy them. It makes me, I have to bake after because it smells too damn good. Too funny. It is pretty, eh? I got this for like $2 at the thrift store. Less ghetto. Yeah, I know. I can be a little bit ghetto. I do come from the ghetto a little bit, I'm a South Side St. Vital girl all the way, but I was taken out of that St. Vital life at like 14, 15. So, and hence where the ghetto come in. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, those cake smelling ones or the ones that smell like food, I literally don't have them in my house because they make me want to bake and eat junk, which is good on some days. I'm not going to lie. Literally, I think it was like a month ago, you guys, I was having such a depressing day. I baked a cake and that's all I ate all day. I had cake for breakfast, cake for lunch, and cake for supper. Now I don't do that more than like once or twice a year. So be careful though, like it's not constructive to keep your physique if you're going to be eating cake all the time. But sometimes I have those kind of days where, you're just down and out and so what's going to happen, Susie, for the entry is I will do a video showing the product that we're going to do a giveaway for, and I will ask everybody who wants their name to be entered to leave an emoji or something, and then I personally enter them all. I have a lot of your names from before because we've done this more than a few times, but we have a lot more new subscribers. So probably what I'll do is just throw all those away, to be honest, because it's a little time consuming to have to look through. Like, here's a whole stack, you guys. This is a whole stack of names from other people who have entered in these draws. And this thing is full, so there's a lot of new people on the channel. We'll probably just, and a lot of these names are some of the old people that we don't actually see come around anymore. So so I'll probably redo the names, and then I put each individual's name. I let you guys know that you've been entered by either typing entered, like you're entered, or a heart or a check mark or something like that, you know? I dislike food smelling in candles too, because it makes me too hungry. I'm like, get that out of here. I smell cake. Beaches and castles are awesome. At Annie's End, I've never seen Annie's side of the world. Fish and chips, yum. That's the thing with vapes too, Joe says. You think there's a fair when you smell cotton candy, but no, it's just Brad with his H8 vape. So true, so true. Sorry, I'm back. Put on coffee, haven't had a cup, and it's 4. It's 3 here. It's nice to do this and sit around and chill and chat. But definitely stay tuned for that. I'll do an announcement, and I'm going to try to redo this thing. I think I might save that for a video. Like, I'm going to sit down and actually try to do that on a video on like TikTok, because, you know, it's the kind of platform that you can just sit around doing kind of whatever it is you are doing. So I want to, what's the matter? You got scared? Why'd you get scared? You were sleeping, you silly cat. I unroll this and he jumps. But it's so pretty, this sparkly, shiny, glittery. For real though. I'm gonna redo this probably on TikTok, and then I'll do an like a poster or something, a picture showing you guys the product, and whoever wants to enter can put their name up. My neck and back are killing me. Oh. Put in apple tart in the oven and got vanilla ice cream when I go and get it. Oh my gosh, Tracy, you're making me hungry just reading that. Oh man. Well, you guys, it's been really awesome hanging out here today. I do have a few errands that I need to get done before stores close, and throw the laundry in, make something for dinner. So I love you guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like for me. Show me that online support. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. We are all welcoming everybody, any age, any race, any color, any belief system. Doesn't matter. You can be an alien and you're welcome. But yeah, I'm probably gonna run with my coffee, because really the stores are only open for a couple more hours. Much love and light. Love it, Amy. Much love, Yvette. You guys are so great. I really appreciate your commentator, your support. I really love that you guys seem to love me, and that's a good feeling, you know, to feel wanted, appreciated, loved, right? Isn't that what all humans kind of want, right? So we will be back Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time for our Wicked Watts Wednesday case files. I love that, Susie, because I don't have that in my life. You guys are that in my life. You are my light and my life and my love online. So I love the support from you guys. It's been really awesome chatting and laughing and hanging out. And I hope that you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. I really appreciate that, you guys, because I don't have that kind of love in my life. So it is really comforting to feel accepted by you guys and to get your commentator, your thoughts, your opinions on things we talk about. And I love that everybody brings a little bit of a different opinion or perspective to anything, whatever we're talking about, really. It's really cool. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified of anything that I do on my channel, though, you'll have to click the notification bell and select the all option. There's a few options on the notifications, and some of those options don't send you, like, for instance, a post that I put in the community page, or when I'm live. I've heard from some people that they're not getting the notifications. If you find that you're one of those people that's not getting those notifications, try to unclick the notification bell and reselect it with the option of whatever you want to be notified of that suits your needs, okay? I love that thumb up. Smash that thumb up. Boop, boop. You guys are great. I really love you guys lots, and I can't wait to come back next Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time. I know daylight savings is ending pretty soon here. I think we've got till like first week of October, and then that's done. So Central Time Zone, that's Manitoba. So we are satisfied we got to see our Sherry. Yeah, I wish I would have thought to do this a long time ago, because not everybody is interested in the Christopher Watts case anymore. Not anybody other on, like, nobody else's channel is actually doing the opening of the case files. So I thought that would be something interesting where you as the viewer don't have to take time out of your life to open those up, use computer space in order to unzip and open and read the files, but you can actually see that happening right on the channel. So, but definitely, we'll see you back on Wednesday, 6 p.m. And we'll be back here to chitty chat Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time. So much love to you guys. You guys are honestly the best. I just can't do this without you guys. So thank you for being a support to me. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Your online love towards me is just so amazing. I seriously love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right. I will see you again soon. See you then. I'll try to be on the next week's chat. Big hugs from Texas. Go Cowboys! I'm a Blue Bomber fan too. I don't know if Texas has ever played the Bombers. I don't think so. I don't know though. I really don't. But hey, if you're new and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe. We will be talking about all kinds of random, amazing topics, and I would love to have all of your inputs. So nobody is refused. So the more the merrier. I love the unicorns. Right on. Okay, ladies, gents, much love. Thank you for all of your online support, and I'll see you again soon for another true story with me, Sherry Weens. TGIS, thank goodness it's Sherry. You guys have a great day. We'll see you again soon, okay? Bye for now.